This is your witness, huh?
Yes, Mr.
What's
President.
the purpose of this witness?
May I call on the private prosecutor who will handle the direct examination of the witness to make the offer, Mr. President.
We decline permission of the Honorable
Attorney
Court.
Arthur Lim, Mr. President.
There was similar manifestation made yesterday, Your Honor, and the Honorable Presiding Judge ruled that what we need is Mrs. Dison and not a substitute of Mrs. Dison, because I believe that the questions that will be propounded to her will be personal in character. That was the ruling of the
Personal
Honorable.
knowledge of Mrs. Dison.
Yes, Your Honor, exclusively within the knowledge of Mrs. Dison.
That's correct.
May we make a manifestation, Your Honor?
What is your manifestation?
We respectfully disagree with the defense counsel because our understanding is that the witness who will testify today, who is the authorized representative of BPI Ayala branch, will be merely identifying documents that were required by the Honorable Impeachment Court. It is not to testify on a matter based on personal knowledge. Specifically, Your Honor, the documents in issue or in to be brought and produced now are the monthly bank statements, which the Honorable Presiding Officer specifically directed the bank to produce.
All right. Your request is granted.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we call on
You call
the...
the witness.
Please stand, Madam Witness. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in these impeachment proceedings?
Yes, I do.
So help you God.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Will you kindly state your name, address, and occupation, ma'am?
I am Mara Davac Arcilia, 31 years old, married, with office address at BPI Ayala Avenue SGB branch in Ayala Avenue, Makati City. I am the assistant branch manager of BPI Ayala Avenue SGB branch.
Your Honor, please, for record, in relation to the recall of this witness by the Honorable Court,
Has he testified before? Why are
not
you,
recall, Your Honor,
why are you saying recall this
of
witness?
a BPI officer, Your Honor. It was supposed to be the branch manager. I withdraw that, Your
Be
Honor.
careful with your statements here.
Yes, Your Honor. In connection with the testimony of the witness now, may we...
Wait a minute. Are you presenting this witness for the first time?
Yes, Your Honor,
All
as a
right.
BPI representative.
All right. Then don't say that he is being recalled to the witness stand.
I'm sorry for that, Your Honor.
Yeah. Now, place her under oath. Has she been placed under oath? All right. Proceed to ask the question.
Yes, Your Honor, but we are just indicating that we are respectfully offering the testimony of this witness to prove the monthly balances of the various BPI accounts of the respondent.
To prove the monthly balances, then prove that she has knowledge about those monthly balances.
Yes, Your Honor.
Qualify her.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Will you tell the Honorable Court your position in the bank again?
I am the assistant branch manager of BPI Ayala Avenue SGB branch, sir.
Will you state your duties and responsibilities?
My main function in the branch is cashiering.
Why are you before the Honorable Court today?
Sir, I was asked to bring and to submit the documents requested by this Honorable Court from Ms. Dizon.
As
For Ms. Dison.
For Ms. Dizon, yes, Your Honor.
Why for Ms. Dison? If you are qualified to testify, why are you using the term for Ms. Dison? Counsel, qualify your witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Will you explain to the Honorable Court where Mrs. Dizon is right now?
That is not the way to qualify the witness. What is your job in the bank?
I already asked that, Your Honor.
All right. What is her job?
I'm the assistant branch manager of the branch, and
Do you have anything to do with the preparation of monthly bank balances?
none, Your Honor.
Oh, how can she be competent?
Your Honor, can I make a manifestation?
Go. I'm asking you, how can your witness be competent?
She is here to produce merely documents, Your Honor, of the bank.
Then don't say that she is going to prove the bank balances because she's incompetent.
Your Honor, please, the documents required by the Honorable Court.
Just ask her about the document. If she knows that document, identify the document.
Did
But
you bring-
don't tell this court that you're proving the bank balances because she's incompetent. She has nothing to do with the preparation of the bank balances.
We submit, Your Honor. May I proceed, Your Honor? Did you bring the documents required by the Honorable Court and which Mrs. Dizon requested you to bring here?
No basis, Your Honor. The question, if we may be allowed to explain, Your Honor, the question asked for the authority to bring the document. There is no showing that a subpoena had been issued delineating the particular documents, book, or accounts that must be produced by the witness in today's hearing, Your Honor.
Your
In
Honor-
the first place, no subpoena had been mentioned by the witness.
Your Honor, please,
Have you requested for a subpoena?
it was a direct order of the presiding officer.
No, the order of the presiding officer, you might think that I'm senile. I'm 88 years old. But I remember what I say in this court. Was for the two panels to go to the bank to examine the bank balances. But the other side does not want. So you have to proceed with the proper request.
Your Honor, please, the witness is here because of an order of the Honorable Presiding Officer
To what?
by reason of a request of a Senator Judge for these documents to be brought here, Your Honor.
If may be, there can be no truth in that because
Just a minute.
the witness
Mr. President,
Yeah.
the records will bear us out. Attorney Cuevas cross-examined the previous witness on the monthly accounts, on the monthly statement of accounts. And then he said that this monthly statement of accounts should be produced before this court. The court made an open order for the documents to be produced and the documents to be brought before this court. Thereafter, for his own reasons, Attorney Cuevas withdrew his request. But the court has already issued an order in open court, direct order to the witness, to produce these monthly reports, a monthly statement of accounts from 2005 to 2010. And that was the order of the court. And
May I request the stenographer of the
Yes.
court to locate the order of the presiding officer? I'm sorry that I cannot
Yes,
remember all the details.
Can we then ask for a 1-minute suspension while this is being...
Yes. So
Look
trial
into-
suspended for 1 minute. bigyan mo ako ng leksutan. Ikaw naman, di mo ako binibigyan kung bagong trial. What? Anong trial ba yun? Anong nangyari? Anong case? Meron ba kung order? Ano sabi? All right. Trial resumed. On page 64 of, what trial date is this? Huh? February 9. February 9 trial. Indeed, the gentleman from Iloilo made a request. He said, Mr. President, may the court be provided with the documents that counsel for the defense has so kindly allowed to be examined in the bank premises. As members of the court, I believe that we are also entitled to see these documents because this is already with the consent of and then the presiding officer said, well, that is a reasonable request. So the bank concerned is ordered to submit a certified true copy of the bank statements over the period from the time the bank, this checking account was opened up to the year ending December 31, 2010. So this witness cannot be presented as a witness for the prosecution because the request was made by a judge of this court and the request of the senator judge from Iloilo was approved and ordered to be obeyed by the bank. Yes.
Mr. President, may I also respectfully refer the Honorable Senate President to page 62 of that transcript of the journal, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay, on top of the page 62, if I may read,
Yeah.
Mr. Cuevas, quote Mr. Cuevas, in view of the answer of the witness, Your Honor, may we respectfully request that the statement of account covering these periods 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010 be produced by the witness at the most convenient time considering her condition now, Your Honor. And then several lines below that, the presiding officer, quote the presiding officer, all right, so the witness is instructed by this court or ordered by this court to produce the documents that the defense counsel requested. So,
What line is that?
on page 62, on top of page 62, and the line that I just read, sir, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 10 lines from the bottom, sir.
Yes. So the witness is instructed by this court or ordered by this court to produce the documents that the defense counsel requested. So this witness is not a witness for the prosecution, but simply required by this court upon a request by senator judge of this court to produce the document.
So, yes, maybe to cut short the proceedings, Mr. President, if she can produce the document, this will cut short all the discussion.
Precisely.
Yes.
Precisely.
So, if the witness cannot produce this document, Your Honor.
Now, Madam Witness, you're here upon order of this court to produce the documents that it required to be produced by Ms. Dison. Do you have those documents?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, present them to the clerk of court.
If Your Honor, please.
Yes.
I hope the court pardons us. May we know the concept of this examination question, Your Honor?
No,
Because
there
I'm
are-
through with the proceedings. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah, just a minute, counsel. If you remember, there was a, if I recall correctly, in one hearing day, we tackled this issue, and the presiding officer suggested that both counsel will go to the bank to examine the monthly statements for the years involved up to 2010. I think it was from 2005 to 2010. Later on, the defense counsel said that his client has these monthly bank statements. Isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor. And
Then-
that's why
Then what happened next was
we
you withdrew with your the commitment to go to the bank, and I think did you offer to present the bank statements?
No, Your Honor, what we did was to make a formal written notice of withdrawal, Your Honor, because that is exclusively within the privilege of the impeached public official, the Honorable Chief Justice, Your Honor. Now, what is there to compel us? And this is evidence in our favor. Why shall we be compelled to produce? We terminated our cross-examination. So, what is this proceedings now? Will this be redirect? Or
No, precisely. This court, through this presiding officer, will not allow this witness to be a witness for the prosecution, because this witness is coming here simply to comply with an order of this court to produce the documents that you yourself possess for the information of the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, if you are going to present this anyway in your evidence in chief, when your turn to present the evidence, I see no harm for these documents to be presented to the court in compliance with its order.
So
that is the position now, and I order the presentation of the documents to the court without being marked by the prosecution.
thank you, Your Honor.
Order.
With that clarification.
May I make a manifestation, please, Your
Go ahead.
Honor? We are not adopting the witness as correctly observed by the Honorable Presiding Officer, but we are requesting permission to mark the documents as our own in line.
You mark them when they are presented by the defense as your own, if you want to mark them. Do not change the order of presentation. That the defense said that those are their evidence.
May I be clarified, the defense will be surely presenting this when their turn comes?
Do we have any legal obligation to let you know?
Mr.
about
Counsel.
it?
In line with the question of the Honor.
Mr. Counsel,
That is our.
you are fishing for evidence.
Yes.
No, Your Honor,
No,
because
no. Wait a minute. You did not subpoena this evidence.
that is correct, Your
This
Honor.
court use its discretion to bring these documents here.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And the fact that you tried to adapt them for your own is a misrepresentation.
Your Honor,
Now, Wait a minute. Don't interrupt me. I know my rules. I've handled more cases than you can imagine.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that is why I'm allowing the presentation of this document to this court for the uses of this court, since these documents will be presented by the defense at the proper time. Now, if you want to mark them as your exhibit at that time, then do it at that time. In the same manner that when you presented your documents, they opted to mark them also as their exhibits. So, you cannot intervene in the presentation of the documents to this court. Order.
Just a humble manifestation,
Go
very,
ahead.
very brief, Your Honor. Your Honor, please, I am respectfully invoking the rule that in a trial, whether civil, criminal, administrative, or impeachment, I respectfully submit, any and all document that is produced before the court may be marked by any of the parties, subject, of course, to the control of the court, and subject to any ruling on admissibility that will be made when they are formally offered.
All right. When the documents will be presented by the defense, then at that time, you can do it. You can ask for the marking of these documents as your exhibit if they will not present it.
Another humble manifestation, Your
Yes.
Honor. Your Honor, please, if the Honorable Presiding Officer, I just would like a respectful clarification. The last ruling or the last sentence of the Honorable Presiding Officer was, if the defense will not produce those documents, then we will be at liberty to produce them, Your Honor.
No. They're already in the hands of the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then you can ask the court to present the evidence for your marking at that time.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. We will do that, Your Honor.
This
We
is
will comply with that, Your Honor.
This is understood, the counsel for the defense.
Right, Your Honor.
All right.
We thank you for that, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh.